Are you a rideshare driver who needs extra cash? Meet Wallet. We're a cash advance company trusted by over 90,000 drivers. We help drivers who need cash advances for paying insurance, vehicle maintenance repairs, gas money, and any of your business-related endeavors. We have an extremely fast application process, allowing you to have your money in 24 hours. It's fast, no impact on your credit score, and no credit checks. We approve your application based on cash flow from your rideshare business. Join Wallet today and never worry about being strapped for cash again.
The next thing we're going to be talking about is take rate. Another thing that was mentioned, Lori had mentioned that too earlier, the take rate,
Yeah.
she was saying about 60%. And yeah, we've seen quite a bit when it comes to the take rate comparative to what it used to be years and years ago. You had the 80-20, 75-25 split. Then when it went to the upfront earnings on the passenger side, that all changed because it was time and distance and it was decoupled. Now you have upfront fares and you don't even know what you're getting paid as a driver, except for, you know what you're getting paid. You just don't know how they calculate it. So when you try to break it down, you're like, what is going on here? Yeah, let's take a look at some of these take rates and what's going on here.
So I actually did an article. It's on our website on this Boston driver. This guy's a full-time driver, Chris. He completed his 75,000th trip.
Okay, wait, hold on. 7,500, like we're talking about 75,000. Holy, wow!
When I wrote the article, it was at 72K, and and it's on our website. It's like 2 weeks ago it came out, and with all his earnings screenshots, everything. The guy's a full-time driver. He drives about 1,500 miles to 1,600 miles a week, and he drives anywhere between 60 and 80 hours a week. Okay, the guy's a workhorse. He's been on the platform for 8 years. He didn't want to do a BTW or behind the wheel interview, but he was gracious enough to send me his documents for me to verify. Because I was like, bullshit, 75,000 trips. And our good old
I think
Jay,
if he's not the top driver that has the most amount of rides, he's definitely in the top 5.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. That's why I was like fascinated to verify all this stuff. And in the article, you guys will see his picture and the trips on both Uber and Lyft with his rating, how many trips, how many years. So Jay, if you're watching this, your 30,000, buddy, is nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So, okay. So this is a contentious subject. Okay. When it comes to driver community, drivers say Uber takes 60, 70, 80%. I'm going like, okay. All right. So here's what I'm asking our audience. Okay. Don't get upset. Just settle down for a second. I am not saying that on a specific trip or 2 or 3 or 4, Uber or Lyft is not. First of all, Lyft is very convoluted. There's zero transparency when it comes to that because they don't do what Uber does. This is Uber. This is Boston driver's weekly statements from July and August. I mean, recent. So I'm just saying that Uber does not take 60, 70%, 50%, whatever, on a few trips here and there. However, if you're a guy like this who's doing 200 trips, literally he does 200 trips a week, okay? That's how you get to 75,000 over 8 years. Week after week after week after week, Chris. I mean, you got to give this guy the biggest medal, period. Superman with an S.
Oh, yeah.
And please go read the article. It's on the website, rsg.com, rideshareguy.com. And the title says, after 72,000 trips, this Boston driver is going strong. And by the time the article was published, and it was 2 weeks ago, by the time I wrote it and came out, now he's at 75,000 trips.
Wow.
I'm like, holy crap. If Uber is watching this, you guys should give this guy like a huge gold medal or something. Imagine how much money he made you guys.
Oh,
so
yeah,
anyway,
absolutely.
But going back to the take rate. Now, every Monday, people, you will receive this identical looking statement from Uber. This is the weekly statement. Now, there will be some conspiracy people in here, part of the CDU, who will say, oh, no, I don't believe these numbers. Now, those people, I cannot help at all. Again, this is not in defense of Uber. This is an explanation of what you guys think is a 50, 60, 70% take rate, meaning what the passenger pays and what the driver receives. That's called the take rate. So in his case, this is from July 17th to July 24th of this year. I have like 6 months worth of screenshots, but I put up the last few that I had right when I was writing the article. So here it goes. On the top line, this is his last week's earnings on Uber alone were $2,000. This week on Uber, he earned $1,782 gross. Okay. And as you guys can see, if you go lower, the payout was $2,005, which matches the first line item. Ending balance, which is with the additional tips that came in and whatever not, if you add up those numbers, 1782 to the 1260 plus the $2, it amounts to $1,801.60. So this is what his bank account saw on Tuesday if he was not doing fast pay, or what do you call that?
Instant pay,
right? Okay. Now, on the right side of this page, Uber tells you as the driver the aggregate amount with an explanation on the bottom of what the passengers paid for all this week for this specific driver. In this case, it was $2,065. And then if you guys drop it down, obviously Uber has the way they do the math, but then on the right before the weekly Uber service fee, there's a line item which says 1782.03, which matches the number on the left side on the second line item. This week on this driver, Uber and Uber's service fee, meaning the amount they made, was $101.66. Now, people are going to say, oh, commercial insurance should be considered. Let's play the game. Let's play that game, Chris. Driver customer total pay was $2,065, and driver out of that received $1,782. Even if you take out the commercial insurance and do apples to apples, let's say, and leave it in there, then the take rate would have been about $300 or $280. So $280 on $2,065 that the passengers paid in aggregate is 10%. Now, every week, next week, Chris, you guys will show you the next week's numbers. Next screenshot. Okay, here it goes. This is July 24th to July 31st. As you can see, the numbers are there. This week, the guy worked hard, Chris. Look at those earnings, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
$2,764. Yes,
Nice.
sir. Somebody is making money. You know why he's making money? Because he's working his ass off without complaining. So anyway, so here you go. Let's look at these numbers to the right side of the page. $3,612.48 was what the passengers paid in aggregate. And his gross was $2,744. Even if we look at it that way, that's about $900. And I'm not even considering the commercial insurance. I'm even throwing that in there. I'm just doing the math of 2744 divided by 36, 22 or 32. That's $900. Out of 36, that's about 25% on this week. So 10% for the past week, 25% for this week. Let's go to the next one. I have one more for you guys. And this week, he decided probably to work more Lyft. Look, this guy brings in about $3K a week, okay, on both. And he's smart. He knows what he's doing. So this week, he only grossed $2,029. Aggregate pay for customer pay was $2,499. So let's say $2,500. $2,500. Again, let's say 25%. Okay? Forget the service fee, because if you look at the Uber's service fee on the bottom line, it's a lot less than 25% because you have all those expenses that Uber is taking out. Commercial insurance, airport fees, taxes, and things like that. But if you just took what this guy's gross was and what the aggregate pay for the customer was, the take rate doesn't go more than 25%. So where is the 50, 60, 70%? If you're going to, send me all the statements you guys want, just like this. If I show it, I will black out, obviously, your information. Show me one where week after week after week, Lyft, you guys cannot do, you need a math degree for that. On Uber, show me one that Uber took 50, 60, 70%. Show me, send it to me. I am not defending Uber. I'm just saying, the take rate on a weekly basis in aggregate is not as high as what you guys think it is. Okay, there you go.
Yep. Not only that, I think that it's more sensationalized when you look at it on a per trip, because you're like, holy crap, they took 68% of the ride or the fare on this, but then when you add it out over time, it definitely can be a lot different. And yeah, that's what the screenshots are for. So yeah, take a look at these weekly breakdowns and let's see what you guys got. So if you got a high percentage, or if they're taking 30%, 40% on the weekly, let's see that. Send it here. And, we might want to actually talk to you on your specific driving to begin with, because that might actually be something where you can hone in, and then you can actually get your take a lot higher, and, you can work harder, work smarter, not harder. So that's the other side of the coin too. If you're getting, these high take rates when it comes to these, I think you're probably doing something a little off, and you should probably be, trying a few different things out within your market.
I agree.
But I'd love to have that conversation with some of those drivers. So,
I would love to. I would love to have those.
If you see that,
send them to me.
If you see that, let us know. Send them to Sergio at the RideShareGuy.com. Now,
lastly on this, Chris. Lastly on this is, again, it is to me the most important thing that these two companies do horribly. I just explained this just like this in 5 minutes. The perception in the driver community is such that Uber takes 60-70%. I'm like, okay, well, these are the screenshots. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. So send them to me. Show me week after week, like I showed you, 3, 4, 5 weeks, that Uber took 50%, 50%, 50%, 60%, 70% in aggregate, not just one single trip. Which, hey, it's gonna happen. Trust me. If you do 100 trips, guaranteed Uber's gonna, out of 100, 5 are gonna be Uber's gonna take 60. Guaranteed. But then there will be
again, on the other side, there's going to be some that they're going to lose money on.
Exactly. So send me all you want, guys. All you can eat on this one, because I want to finish this subject. Actually, I'm helping Uber and Lyft.
And you know what? Here,
community understand.
To help it out, let's go one step further. On the subject line to send Sergio, put Uber take rate.
Yes, there you go.
So then that way we can get all aggregated into one folder, and then that way it can get broken down so we can see. Because how many emails are you getting right now? Too many. A lot. 1,000 you're getting a lot. So this way at least we can figure it out a little bit.
We're up to 1,000.
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.